Here's exactly how I would learn how to day trade if I had to start over. Let's get right into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to learn the basics without overloading yourself with information. I recommend you do this by focusing on the most basic components at first. So learn what a buy order is, what a sell order is, and learn what bid and asks are. Also learn the difference between profit and loss. I have a full video that will teach you exactly how to learn all of this stuff that I'll link in the description of this video. When you're beginning, I recommend that you focus on one strategy with one asset class. So there's going to be a lot of different asset classes that you can focus on, from futures, options, stocks, Forex, crypto. I recommend you start by focusing on one of these so you can understand the basics and you don't get information overload. If you try to learn 5 different asset classes while you're still starting out, it's very likely that your brain is going to get information overload, which means that there's too much information coming in and your brain does not have the brain power to compute all of that and to make sense of it. The second thing I would do is I would gain experience by trading on a paper account. This means that you're trading on an account that's using fake money or simulated funds. So you'll still have the same results and you'll still have the same trades, except the money is not real money. This is great because it's almost like going to a shooting range. If I give you a gun, I would prefer that you go to a shooting range before we go out hunting. This will allow you to get comfortable placing trades, understanding different trade setups, and it will teach you the fundamentals and the mechanics of how it actually works to buy and sell something. The best part about this is you're in an environment where it does not hurt to fail. If you have a demo account and you take a terrible trade and you lose the entire demo account, you can literally just press a button that says reset funds and you'll have your demo account back to normal. In my opinion, this is a much better idea than trying to initially practice on real money unless you're a super rich guy who has a ton of money that they're okay with losing. In the beginning, you should be focused on learning. If you focus on learning, eventually you'll be able to start earning. When I first started trading, I made a huge mistake. I was trying to learn everything at once. I was learning from 5 different people on YouTube. I was trading 3 different asset classes. I had 4 different strategies, and I was just overloading myself with all of this information because I was trying to find some magic solution. Let me tell you all the only secret to becoming great at anything in life: hours and hours of practice. That's it. If you want to be good at something, you're going to have to do it enough times so your brain gets to a point where it starts to understand the full picture of how, in this case, the stock market works, and your brain is able to say, okay, this is something I'm doing every day and I'm consistently getting better at. Our brains are designed to master things. Back in the olden days, we would have cavemen that would be really good at hunting, some people would be really good at fishing, but our brains are designed to do something for a long period of time for us to improve on this skill. Also, if you're trying to learn from too many different people and you're trying to do too many different things, you're going to get analysis paralysis, which is where you look at the chart, but you don't know how to place a trade because you have all this information, but you don't have enough clarity on what to actually do with this information. I realized that the key to trading is simplicity, and I actually realized this from a talk that Elon Musk gave. Whenever Elon Musk builds or invents something, he focuses on first principles. First principles means that you're breaking things down into what you absolutely know is true, and then you're building it up from there. The reason most people aren't able to build things or learn things is because they come into whatever they're doing with all these preconceived beliefs instead of just breaking things down into what they absolutely know is true. My trading strategy is extremely simple because I built it using first principles. This is why people are able to join our community and learn my strategy within a week. This is a cool story I want to share with all of you. So 5 months ago, this guy was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and just 3 days ago, he received a payout of $2,000 from a funded account. And he was only in premium for a week, right? So he turned his life around, he was working super hard, and once he applied this hard work to learning my strategy, he was able to make $2,000 in a week. This is just the beginning for this young man, and I'm excited to see what he has coming. But this is awesome, and if you're at a hard point in your life, just know, you can turn it around, right? You can turn it around, you have the power to get out of any situation. Humans are incredibly powerful. Don't let anyone convince you that we're not. So just like I was talking about, everybody, simplicity is the key in trading. My strategy revolves around making things as simple as possible so my brain has clear rules on when to enter and when to exit. I'm going to break down your trading journey and the things that you need to master into 3 main things. These are not in any specific order, but all of these are equally important. The first thing is you need a strategy. A strategy is a set of rules that will tell you when to enter and exit a trade. Obviously, I'm going to recommend that you should learn my strategy, but if you want to learn another strategy, that's completely fine. All I ask is that you focus on one strategy. Don't try to learn 5 strategies. Focus on one strategy. The second thing you're going to need to master, and this is something that most people struggle with, is your mindset. Trading can be an emotional game, especially when you're starting out. Remember, guys, we're dealing with real money here. We're looking at numbers go up and down on a screen, and these numbers directly impact our lives. When I first started trading, I was overly emotional. Whenever I won a trade, I would get way too excited and I would think that I was Bill Gates and I would walk around feeling like a big guy. And whenever I would lose a trade, I would get super down and I would get super sad. So it was this weird roller coaster of either super high highs or super low lows. No pun intended. You have to detach your emotions from the outcome of the trade. A good way to do this is to make sure that you're using good risk management. When I first started trading, I was risking way too much money, so this caused me to care too much about the outcome of the trade. As a rule of thumb, you should never be risking more than 1 to 2% of your account per trade. This will allow you to detach from the outcome of the trade. If you take a loss, but it's only 1% of your account, you're not really going to get too upset. Now I'm going to give you a few tips to help you become a profitable trader as fast as possible. The first tip is that you need to backtest your strategy. You need to go back in time and test your strategy through different market conditions and different scenarios. You can do this on TradingView. You have to find what market conditions are great for your strategy and what market conditions you might want to avoid with your strategy. The second thing you need to do is you need to set realistic expectations. In the beginning, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had completely unrealistic expectations. I thought that I was going to make $1 million in my first year trading, and that just did not happen. Trading is about small, consistent wins that add up over time. Remember, your trading account can compound, which means you can earn money on the money that you've already earned, which will allow you to grow your account to a pretty significant number if you're following good risk management and if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is that you should track your progress. Journal your trades. Journal how you felt during the trade, how you felt after the trade. Journal why you took the trade, why you didn't take a trade, why the trade worked, why it didn't work. Just give yourself a big collection of data that will allow you to understand exactly what works and what doesn't work so that you can then make better decisions using that information. The key takeaway from all of this is to simplify your trading. Do not get wrapped up in learning from 10 different people. Learn from one person, use one strategy, and trade one asset class in the beginning so that your brain can actually know when to enter and when to exit trades. If you'd like to join my community, you can join using the link in the description of this video. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you all soon.